Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing a reading about your soulmate, where he is, how you're going to meet him, and all the details about your connection. We have three options. I will let you choose, give you some time, and let's get started. Option number one. Let's take a look at his personality, how and when you guys will meet, how soon, and all the other details. You know, your soulmate is a very is a guy with like high morals and standards. He might come from a more traditional family. He has the views of like very, conservative. He wants like family, marriage, and stuff like this. He definitely works a lot and he likes his job. That's what's coming through. He might have a powerful mother figure in his life. And, for some reason, I see him, at least when you meet him, I feel him to be sad about something. Like he's sad. What is it about? He's just like, he might have like a rough patch when he meets you. He might be going through some issues or some problems. I don't know, maybe he just lost his job or something, like with the tower moment, something sudden, unexpected, and something that like kind of makes him almost like lose hope and feel, or maybe it was a breakup, who knows, right? He's a very hardworking man, that I can tell you right away. Let's see what else about him. He has good money. He's coming in as King of Wands. You know what's interesting? His line of work might do something with a lot of communication, and sometimes he can, I wouldn't say lie, but like he might kind of play around with the words to just, I don't know, sell the deal. Kind of reminds me of like financial sector of of work, He might be into finance, like, because you have to, I don't know, talk a lot sometimes. I don't know, I guess say some bullshit, to get a deal done. A lot of communication. I wouldn't say he does it on purpose. It's just like whatever a salesman has to do, I feel a lot of like sales energy here. Like he has to, when it comes to his work, he might be a little bit not too transparent or something to do with that. Like or maybe he just knows like shortcuts that not a lot of people know about, and that actually benefits him in a good way because he makes good money. Let's see, what is this story about? Something major. Oh my god, I definitely see a breakup here. Definitely a breakup. You might meet him right after he broke up with someone or someone broke up with him. Basically, I just see a broken heart, and it was a major event in his life with the Judgment card and the Tower card, and him just feeling completely hopeless, just looking down, reflecting on his life practically. That there might be some third-party situations involved, because maybe his ex, I don't know, broke up with him and just, or maybe cheated on him and just move on with someone else very quickly, and it kind of like it's gonna bother him for some time, Yeah, there might be some cheating involved here, so you might meet him in that kind of situation, I mean, maybe it would happen like a long time ago, not as recent, but like when you meet him, he will still be in that energy of the past. That's all I'm saying. Okay, what does he want? He definitely has great goals and things he wants to accomplish in his life. You know, his energy is very, like, he's not a lazy man. Like, if he doesn't have money right now, he will make it happen. He will find any way, any resources that are needed to, like, just, or get a job. You know, he's like very ambitious, and he only sees opportunities versus failures. And that's a great quality, because he is very, like, he always keeps on moving forward with the Chariot card. Let's see, what does he want, right? What kind of personality, like, what does he want in this life? He definitely has, like, for him, financial stability is a major thing. Like, it's very important to him. He's definitely working on that. You know, he just wishes to meet someone. I think it's you coming up here as a Queen of Wands. You guys are like a pair. Yeah, I feel like it's coming through in two ways. The way you will meet him, or you guys will meet after, like, a prolonged period of time when he felt like a victim. I think he had some unpleasant situation in the past, and I think he will still be, like, you know, hibernating in it for some time, and he will be, like, solely focused on the work. You know, work, friends. I feel like his career is very active, and, like, this is where his energy will be going when he meets you. What does he want? He honestly just wants to meet, like, look at this, a damsel in distress, and this is you coming up here. So you just suddenly, you will meet, like, it will be just, you know, a sudden circumstances. He wouldn't, it's not gonna be, even if it's through friends, it's like he didn't even expect, you know, you to be you, and that something will happen down the road with you, that you guys will be together, or any of that sort. Like, at least this is his thoughts, right? When he meets you, he'll see you that you need to be rescued, or maybe he will help you with something. Basically, he's just gonna be in his, you know, sadness, just drowning there for some time, doing his work or doing his stuff, and then suddenly some event might happen where you need his help. Let's see. That's gonna just, like, that's gonna shake him up, and this is basically how he will notice you, because at this point before you, he's just, like, not even paying attention to anything. Like, he's not trying to, you know how some people are, like, they try to move on quickly with other people. This is not this type. This is the type of guy who, after a breakup, usually closes into himself. Maybe, like, in that sense, he's, I don't know, more introverted when it comes to his personal life. He just likes to, you know, give it time and be by himself. He's not, like, jumping around trying to, like, you know, looking for the next rebound girlfriend. No, he's gonna be completely alone. You know what's interesting? He might know you, and the way you guys will start interacting is when he helps you out in something. It's probably like it's something like, I wouldn't say like even big. It's like something like with Two of Pentacles. I would say maybe an advice, maybe like maybe, you know, you get a job at his firm, and or something related to work, where he just like you have a question and he just like helps you out with that. Something like this coming through. Let's look at his signs. He definitely comes off like, you know what energies I feel from this pile? A lot of fire and a lot of pentacles. Stable yet passionate. I want to take a look of your on your relationship storyline. Let's do that on another pile. By the way, he for some of you there might be some age difference, just a heads up. Either actually I think he might be if you're very young, he will be definitely older than you, but like he is, I would say, you know, mid-20s to 30s. I want to say that because this is the stage where someone just finished college, and I see him being like, there's a lot of nights came through, so I'm thinking like for me, a night energy associates with this kind of like mid-20s kind of energy, like when he's just like starting to, you know, develop his career and just like building his career, his finances, like the starting point, I would say. Yeah, like mid-20s to 30s, I would say that's the age for the most of you. For some of you, it might be either younger or yeah, depending on you. Basically, like 5 years different, probably. Anyway, let's see at your, first of all, let's look at the relationship story and pull some numbers. Wow, look at this tower the second time. It's definitely going to be divinely guided connection. Like, you won't miss it, trust me. I see a lot of stability. Honestly, it's gonna be very straightforward. You won't even question like, oh, does he like me? Is he interested in me? Will we have a future? Like, he will just be there for you, and you know, it's gonna be very long-term connection. With these two cards, look at this, Four of Wands and Seven of Pentacles. As I said before, like, it's fiery, passionate, yet stable and long-term. I love this this couple, like this pair of cards. He will make you his woman. He's like major woman in his life. Basically, you will have your status, you know. You won't be like, oh, what is this, what are we, something like that. Like, it's not going to be anything like that. He basically will just make sure that you know where you stand, where your relationship stands, where it's moving forward. And with these two cards, I'm gonna just say that it's gonna be very divinely guided. It's like a karmic, in a good way, it's like a good karma for you, because I see the Wheel of Fortune is turning your way very suddenly to bring you this stability in relationship. One thing I can say, that you guys or one of you love to go out, and you know, I feel like you are fiery as well. I feel like a lot of passion and just passion, communication, fun times, like a lot of activities doing together. It's gonna be like very strong and a long-term relationship where there's gonna be not only just like fire, but also some consistency and stability. It's a very good card. You might, you know, you might just like, either you have some fire in you. I already know, right? This is him. He comes up as a King of Wands. So you might have some fire in you as well. And this is like, you might have very like heated, in a good way, you know, like nice conversations, like very passionate in that sense. You might travel a lot. With the Wheel and Two of Cups, like a lot of traveling, trips together, just like a lot of fun. I see fun in this relationship. It's a lot of fun. It's great. Let's see the timing when. Let's take a look. I got this really nice dices. Look at this. So we're gonna take a look. It might show the months that are significant for this connection. Might be the month he's born, you born, or just when you will meet. Let's see. So I have 1, 10, and 1. Right off the bat, I see could be in 1 year. It could be in 1 month, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe you already know this person, you know, because it's very soon number. 1 year, 1 month, something has to do with January. January is very significant here for both of you because I came up twice. January being the first month here, and October. So it's like 11, 11, 10. If you look at it another way, it's like 10, 11. Those are the numbers that you might find significant for this. It could be also from January till October of this year, but I would say within a year. Like, I don't see really, I think this is more about his sign or something that's gonna happen in October, something major, or like in 10 months from today. But in terms of like how soon, with this being 1, I'm just gonna say it's like it's not that far away. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like, give me a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. Bye. Option number 2. Let's see. Personality traits and maybe physical traits of your soulmate. What kind of person is he? I feel like your person is very family oriented. He actually likes to be in a relationship, and this is something that he's willing to work for. He's not like a womanizer or, you know, into like hookups or just dating multiple people at the same time. He's not a player in that sense. I feel like he does appreciate emotional connection, stability. Like he wants to be in a connection where he can feel emotionally satisfied and stable. And with the 10 of Cups here, I definitely see that he's a good family type of man, you know, like more maybe reliable, or maybe this is something that he wants. He's more yeah, this is like, even if he doesn't want to get married, but definitely he wants to get married for the most of you here. He is a person who really wants that partnership, and he might even, like, if you ask him how was his past, I would say he usually had like long-term relationship, you know. He was always emotionally available. Like he knows how to build a relationship in a sense. So I also see him being a very responsible person and working a lot. Like he's putting a lot of effort into something. I'm gonna say his work. One thing about his personality trait is that sometimes he feels completely alone. You know, maybe he's like more introverted. It's like he doesn't really have many, like, a lot of friends, or he doesn't go out as much, you know. He's like very kind of in his own space, maybe a little bit, I'm not gonna say shy, but quiet, you know, introverted kind of person, I would say. I don't see him being like super active. He just like does what he needs to do, you know, work. He might have like a few close friends, but he's not like super social in that sense. Okay, what else about his personality? I feel like he has been through some hurt. Like him being very emotional with the 10 of Cups and then 10 of Swords coming up. I feel like he went through a major heartbreak. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a breakup. It also could be. It could also be something related to his family. Maybe a relationship with his parents, with his mom or dad, like, or someone close to him that in a sense just like betrayed him and just broke his heart completely. Just ripped it to tears, you know? And him being very like emotional and open-hearted, you know, for him it's like even harder to it was even harder to go through it, because he feels it in the more, he feels everything on the more like deeply level. So this is the guy who appreciates a good, just when people treat him good, you know, good treatment, he doesn't take it for granted, and he's very grateful for that, like, because he has been hurt in the past, major hurt. Because look at this 10 of Swords, and then this, even though it's 2 of Swords, but like with the heart here and 2 swords in it, kind of, even if it's at 3 of Swords, it kind of looks like 3 of Swords to me, at least. It's like his heart, it might have been multiple times. Maybe it was broken by a woman, some type of woman who just like ran away and left him when he, you know, was just, when he was going to offer his heart. So she just like left him and basically made him feel very hurt. It could be that too, but he definitely has been through some struggles. Okay, what else about his personality? Let's see. You know, I definitely see him being very family oriented. He just he's a homebody. He wants to, like, he likes to stay home. For him, like, he would choose to stay in with you versus going out somewhere, just like Netflix and chill, maybe some wine. Like, he's just, yeah, he's complete homebody. It's coming up the second time. Yet he is gonna be your type. One thing I can tell for sure with the Devil here, like, he's gonna be your type for sure, in terms of physical. And he's like, as I previously mentioned, his attitude is very calm, is very peaceful. Like, he gives out like this peaceful, calm, introverted kind of like vibes, in a sense, you know, very, very calm. He doesn't have to be an introvert. He's just like not super chatty. This is not him, you know. One thing you need to know about him is that, oh my god, it's again coming up here, 10 of Swords. He has been hurt, might have been multiple times. Like, it almost changed his life before, as if it was before and after. And honestly, I don't think it was just a breakup. It could have been, but I think it was something major. I don't know, some kind of like traumatic event in his life, maybe with his family, with his friends. It's like basically, you know, split his life before and after. And this is just something, yeah, this guy is just, maybe that's why he's kind of closed off, and sometimes he feels depressed. He might have some depression, like notes, a little bit sad. Like, when you look at him, you think maybe he's sad or something like that. Maybe he will give off this vibe. Maybe he's still processing this, whatever happened, you know. Maybe when you meet him, it will be recent for him. One thing also, he might be into IT, and as I said, he's not this super outgoing, communicative type of person. He's more reversed, not reversed, reserved, I meant. He's more reserved, and kind of like processes everything within himself, you know? When you talk to him, he might have a very calm voice, doesn't speak fast. He might not have a lot of emotions. He's just like not super energetic in that sense. Like when it comes to emotions, he feels a lot inside. It's just like he doesn't really show it, you know? Just type of like introverted personality, I would say. But he might as well, you know, like to talk. It's just the way personality comes off, it's a little bit yeah, it's just more calm. Okay, how will you guys meet? In what circumstances? Let's see. He actually gonna just, first of all, okay, give me 1 second. He will do all the work here. Like, trust me, this guy is just going to see you and go for it. He will do it purposefully, on purpose. He will intentionally just like make a move, and just go ahead and, you know, try to get your attention or ask you out, offer you something. Because I see him, the way you will meet, it's just, you basically have to just relax and not do anything, because he will see you and he will go after you. And it's gonna happen very, almost instant, very like, with a lot of, like it's gonna be, when it comes to speed, you know, and, how can I say, it's not gonna be like, hey, let's talk, blah blah blah, let's be friends. He's gonna be very assertive. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. He's gonna be very assertive in his actions. Like, he sees you and he'll just go after you. And the most important thing, he will offer you something good right off the bat. Like, you will know, oh, this guy means some serious business, you know. He will show with his action that he is serious about you. He's not gonna try to do some like weird stuff. One more thing though, with these two cards, he might actually first research you. Not like research you, but like he might look what are you up to, what kind of person you are, you know, just kind of like look from the side before he approaches you. He's gonna like look and see, just to kind of like get to know you a little bit more, you know. So before he actually approaches you, he might like maybe go into your Instagram or ask around, or just like kind of yeah, just if he sees you in real life before he approaches you, he will kind of like try to get to know you more and then make his move. And you won't know this behind the scenes, because he's doing all this research, you know, on his own time. He's not gonna show you that he's interested before he actually makes a move towards you, because he wants to make sure you are the woman that he wants, basically. You know, when you meet him, you're gonna be just so bored. Not even bored, you're just gonna be like frustrated maybe with your personal life. You just maybe like you might have some guys that are trying to, you know, offer you something or be with you, or just like some guys in your, just, you know, potential candidates, whatever, for just to date, or yeah, any sort of that. But you look at them and you're like, man, I don't really feel anything, you know, like I don't really see this going anywhere with any of them. So whoever you will be talking at the time, they will not invoke or get any interest from you. So you're gonna be like a little bit frustrated, because you want to laugh. And by the way, you might have been, when you meet him, you might be single for a while. And all these guys that like are in your life, you don't even count them as like a real, in a sense, like a person, you know, because you don't see them together with you. You don't see any potential with them. So like whoever is trying to win you over or like get your attention, you just like look at them just with, you know, like, what are you doing? Like, come on, it's not gonna happen, you know. And it's almost as if like you've been waiting for love for a long time. I would say more than a year. You've been single for more than a year. Like single, I mean, obviously you can date like and whatever, but like when it comes to relationship and like being emotionally open and involved with someone, it's gonna be a while for you. But this guy is gonna offer you very stable relationship. One thing is that like he's gonna first research you on his basically before approaching you. He's gonna do some homework to, you know, basically make sure that you are the woman he wants in his life, and then he's gonna make a move that you just basically couldn't, you're not gonna be able to withstand. That was it. Let's take a look at signs, potential zodiac signs. Okay, so I have this dice, so beautiful, by the way. It's cat eye, I think it's made of cat eye gemstone. Let's take a look, approximately maybe what months or just any period of time that is going to be significant for your connection, when you might meet him. So I have 5, 6, and 2. It could be any time from like May, July. So here's the thing, it could be from 5 months to 2 years. And significant numbers in your connection is 5, 6, and 2. I also want to say 11, because 5 and 6 is 11. So like when it comes to months, yeah, those are significant numbers. 2 is February, 5 May, 6 June, and together, since it's 2 dice, I want to add them up and just give you more information. It's going to be 11, which is November. So but yeah, 5, 6, 2. It might be also one of your birthdays or anything significant about these numbers. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think of your soulmate? Is this someone you will find attractive or you'll be interested in? And yeah, thank you so much. Bye. Option number 3, for those who chose this beautiful moon gemstone. Let's see, personality and physical traits of your soulmate. Oh my goodness. King of Cups. He already came up as a King of Cups. And you are coming up as a Queen of Cups. That's so beautiful. I love it. Okay, a lot of sexual energy in this connection. To be honest, Kings of Cups, they know how to get a woman's attention, how to, you know, make you fall in love. First of all, because they have this emotional side in them, to them, and then they know how to use it. And also they're just like very in a romantic way, they can be very charismatic, you know, not like King of Swords, who's like there's no emotions, very cold and logical. He knows what to say, he knows how to take care of a woman, he knows how to, I don't know, show show a nice treatment, I don't know, open the doors, be a gentleman, show that he cares. all these little things that a woman appreciates, they know how to do this just like intuitively. They were born with it. So this is the type of guy. In terms of personality, I see him being very popular. Like he's very popular in like his personal life. He might have, you know, a lot of options. He is hot. I see a lot of sexual energy, you know, with the cups and the devil. It's like very passionate person. One thing about him, he might be different from you. It's either religion, I don't know, maybe social class, or maybe he's just not from here, nationality, something different about this connection. Or maybe you always thought about one type of guys that you will like or will end up with, but he's like a little different, you know, he's very different from your set, I would say even like morals, standards, you know, he's a little different than that. There also might be age difference too. Yeah, he's very popular. He might have had some player college days or whatsoever, you know. I don't like, with him is that I see a woman here. I want to ask, who is this? Is this you, or is this like when you meet him, he'll be talking to someone, or what is it? This guy is very emotional. Like he's very emotional. And the thing is, yeah, he knows how to get what he wants. And he does it in a very diplomatic way, not aggressive way. Like he knows, it's more about his communication skills, I would say. And more like people skills. Especially when it comes to women. Like he has a lot of women pay attention to him, just that. Okay, his personality, what is this? Honestly, I just feel like it just shows that he's a flirt, you know? This guy is a flirt. He's very flirtatious, very, I wouldn't say like he's super romantic. Like he might be, he just knows what a woman likes. Exactly, he just knows it, what she likes and how to get her, you know? How to get her attention, how to basically make her fall in love with him. Like for him, it's very easy. Very easy. He knows all the right buttons to press to make it happen, basically. Yeah, he can help you out with something. Okay, what about his personality? You know, he's coming up as a heartbreaker. I don't know what it is, but he's coming up as a heartbreaker. Again, King of Cups, look at this. A little bit of a heartbreaking energy. He might have like a kind of high self-esteem, and for him, when he likes someone, for him to be with that woman, it almost kind of like becomes a competition. Like, oh, I'm gonna win her over. I'm gonna, you know, make her fall in love with me. I'm gonna win her heart. I just want to be with her, and he does everything and anything possible to make it happen. You know, he's gonna be just the most ideal person ever. So that's like the way he operates. That's his personality. Obviously, it's not going to be with you because this is your soulmate, right? It's going to be more serious and more stable with you. But yeah, I see him breaking some hearts in the past. That's what I can say. Funny guy. Okay. Actually, let's do this. On this deck, I want to see what one thing you must know about this guy. You know what's interesting? He can be very emotional and like kind of, you can think that he has a heart, like a soft heart, but in reality, he can just become vengeful even, you know, because there's two sides of the heart. Like, it's almost a soft side, and then there's a side with spikes. Like, if he feels that his feelings are hurt, it's gonna become pretty much hardcore. Like, it's gonna be cruel. He can be, just because he feels bad about it, you know. So he doesn't like when his feelings are hurt. Okay, one thing that you should know about him. Oh, this guy loves himself. I'm telling you. I told you before that he has probably high, you know, self-esteem. I'm not gonna be surprised if he's so popular. Obviously, he's, you know, he has so much proof that he's the guy, he's the man. Like, you know what's funny? I also want to say maybe he has a big man thing that makes him, you know what I mean? A big whatever. That makes him feel so like, oh, I'm the I don't know, I'm the best, and I'm the most handsome, blah blah blah. It's just the relation between that part of the body and, you know, the self-esteem for guys. Sometimes it's like very correlated. So well, then good for you, you know, you're not gonna be disappointed in that thing. And with the Devil card, definitely in sex he knows what he's doing, and he might be very very gifted in that area. Anyway, so he has high self-esteem. He might have some, I can kind of feel some narcissistic notes here. And him being a heartbreaker in the past, it almost like kind of gives him some weird pleasure. I don't know. It's like, and it's funny because he's emotional too, but like sometimes these emotions, they are not, he's not like super blindly soft emotional. He just knows how to feel them, but that doesn't stop him to, I don't know, like sometimes hurt other people. That's messed up, but like that's what I'm hearing. You know, he might come off as emotional and knows how to comprehend and how to express emotions and feelings. However, at the same time, it doesn't like, that doesn't mean he can have a dark side to him, you know? One thing that you should know about him, yeah, very passionate, might have had like a lot of people he's dated in the past. He just loves himself a lot. He likes comfort. He likes when everything is the way he wants. In terms of his like financial state, it doesn't really coming up. He works somewhere, obviously, but let me see his, what is this? When it comes to his job, it's very serious. Like, he works, but like for him, it's not like, this is not something he's passionate about, you know? It's just kind of a job. One thing you should know about it, you should know about him is that like, for him to commit, it takes time. For him, it's scary, and it's just something that he has to, he can't just like, oh, I like you, let's just be together. He has to be completely 100% sure about a person, you know? And but in the meantime, he can offer you all the passion, all the fun, all the you know, nice dates. But like when it comes to commitment, it's like it's gonna take some time for him to actually do that. Like, be like, okay, because I mean, you see him being emotional, and he's just, I don't think he ever let anyone too close to his heart, because it's gonna hurt too much, you know? He was just only hurting other hearts, not on purpose, or maybe on purpose, who knows? It's just sometimes when a person is very emotional, not even very emotional, but like he has a lot of emotions within himself, and feels a lot and deeply, they can become vengeful just because they were hurt so much, you know, and now they, you know, they want another person to be kind of punished. So he might have like had a true love in the past, like when he felt this way, it might have been unrequited, or like he just kind of afraid to let anyone too close to him, because he knows he is capable of love and he knows how much it can affect his life, you know, and he just wants to make sure it's the right person. Okay, let's see how you guys will meet. By the way, he might have just some information that is coming through. He might have a lot of like female friends at that time when he meets you, or just in general. Basically, he just knows the way with women, and women love him, they like him. Okay, how, in which circumstances will you two meet? This guy is sneaky. I'm telling you, he knows every like pickup line, he might be a little bit manipulative, you know, because he just, he knows exactly how to make a woman fall for him, for a guy. Like, he just knows intuitively. Maybe he's read some books about it or whatever, but like, he just knows it. He's just gonna sneakily get into your space. You might meet at a party, social gathering. Yeah, somewhere where you feel active, very social. You might be with your friends, or I don't know, a bar, some kind of establishment. If it's at work, it's gonna be some kind of celebration. I see a lot of like something to do with celebration. The thing is that he won't tell you that he likes you. Look at this, third time coming up as King of Cups. Definitely King of Cups. They tend to have a little bit of narcissistic traits to them. That is true, because they love they love themselves too much, you know. You might have what is this about? You know what's funny? You might know this guy before you actually start dating him seriously, and it's almost like he will try it again. He will try to reconnect with you in some way. I'm not gonna say like you were in a relationship, but I feel like with these two cards, for some of you, right? For some of you, who definitely this is King of Cups. So you might meet at a celebration, maybe related to work or just in general, going out with girls. And when he sees you, you're gonna be in your power. Like the moment he meets you, you're gonna be very powerful, very sexy, and open to love. And he might just like help you out with something, or he might just I don't know, give you work advice or school advice, something to do with that, or just like message you, or I don't know, buy you a drink if you're at a party. Like he's gonna do something like that, approach you first. And this is gonna be when you not even paying attention to him, you know. He will see you because you're gonna be like so in your power in that moment, just like having fun. He will see you as a very confident, sexy, independent woman, and of course he wants some of that, you know. He wants you in his life. For others of you, there might be I wouldn't say an ex, but there might be someone who you had a falling out with, some kind of conflict. Maybe you just started dating and something went south, and then afterwards when you ended it, he will then again, like you already ended it, something like some kind of disagreement, some argument, you closed off this connection, and then he's gonna sneaking into your life again, offering you some type of like love, and start to, you know, message you, try to reconnect with you. Because as you said, you see, I mean, as I said, like, he's not into like serious relationships, and maybe like you kind of told him like, hey, I'm not really into this casual stuff, you know, if you want to do this, do it with someone else, I'm not into it. And like, this is where you guys, you left him, and then he might just come back and kind of offer you something more stable for some of you. So it's not like super ex, but it's just someone that you kind of already knew, but then he's coming back like, okay, I really like her, I might, you know, give it a shot. Yeah, it's like someone that you kind of knew before, or like maybe just started dating, and yeah, some kind of falling out where you weren't happy with just the way, like his uncommittal ways, or like you didn't know where you stand, and like he's, I don't know, not a serious type of person, you know, he can't take him seriously. He's not, almost like, you know what you want, you are in your power, you're coming up with a lot of fire. You might be very fiery, it doesn't matter about your sign, but like just a lot of fiery energy coming from you, very confident, very like knows what she wants, and you know, you're not afraid to tell a person off, like, hey, you're very straightforward with that, like, hey, you know what, this is not working, I'm not into that, like, not gonna suffer there, pray for him, blah blah blah, like as he probably used to, because he used to you know, basically make women a little bit emotionally dependent on him. But you're like, no, that's not gonna work. And this is where you left the connection, because you realize this is not the guy, this is not like, he can't give you what you want, you know, you want something more serious and stable. But then he might come back and sneak back in and try to kind of, okay, let me be a little bit more consistent, let me show some effort, because he was easy, I mean, he was used to easy, well, I don't want to say that, but he was used to all his life to easy prey. He never had to work. With all this attention that he was getting from women, he never had to actually put in any effort, prove something. Like, he's just, I don't know, maybe he's a very attractive guy, you know, but you telling him off and kind of like putting the standards, not even like arguing with him, but kind of like telling him what you want and living it at that with no regrets. Not because you like want him to come back, you didn't even want him, you were like, okay, this is the way you live your life, cool, okay, this is not what I'm looking for or what I want to entertain. And then he comes back and tries to like show you another side of him, you know. Okay, let's see, significant numbers. When will you meet him? Or any significant numbers for your connection. Okay, I have 8, 2, and 6. I would say within 8 months. Within 8 months, or maybe in August, or 8 months from now. And significant numbers for the connection, maybe one of your birthdays, or months of birthday or date of birthday is 2, 6, 8. It's very significant. I feel like 8 is more related to him for some reason, I don't know. Anyway, so 8 months from now, or 8, or just, yeah, this year August, or maybe next year August, just 8. Also, I would say 16. Significant numbers to look out for. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit thumbs up and leave me in the comments what you think about your person. Thank you. Bye.